It's day 10 and we're looking at Glenfarclas. Glenfarclas are based in Ballindock, which is just to the southwest of Dufftown. They were established in 1836. Well, that's when it was legally established as a distillery, when they got their license, though evidence suggests it was distilling from 1791. That's a common thing you'll come across when you look at a lot of Scotch distilleries, of when they're actually legally established and how long they actually were distilling prior to that illegally. It has actually been owned by the Grant family since 1865, when John Grant purchased the distillery and the farm from Robert Hay, who originally established it. The current company name that's owning it is J&G Grant Limited. They produce age statement whiskies ranging from 10 years to 40 years, but we're not looking at an age statement whiskey of theirs. Instead, we're looking at the 105, which is a cask strength single malt, which comes in at 60%. The distillery, from what I read, it buys all its used European oak casks from one family bodega in Spain. I don't know which bodega that is. I'm assuming it's probably sherry, ex-sherry oak casks, but it could be wine. I'm not too sure on that. On the label though, you may see, I'm not sure, but it states the whiskies from the Highlands. Now, Speyside is within the Highlands, which means that all Speyside whiskies could theoretically just state they're Highland, but not all Highlands obviously in Speyside. Speyside itself was only recognised as a Scotch whisky region in 2014, when it became the 5th region. Now, this whisky, I said, I'm not sure what the barrel it's aged in, but the price point for this is £45 to £55. No age statement, but it is cask strength. Right, let's get this open and out into a glass to look at. All right, so here we have it in the glass. Now, the colour, it's golden. It's definitely golden. It's on the darker edge for the ones that we've seen so far on the series. It may look quite light in the glass here, but it's definitely on the darker edge. Put the cap back on. Right, let's have a whiff of the nose. Now, 60%. Compared to the others where we've had, I think 46 is the highest so far. Big nose on it. All right, the main thing I'm getting off that nose is wood at the moment. That is very oaky, very, very oaky. There smells like there's a sweetness in there, but I can't work it out. It's maybe apples or something that's coming through, a sweet apple with sort of oaky wood. Right, let's go for a taste. Remember, cask strength 60%. It doesn't have the feel of 60%. There's a tiny bit of heat to it, not much at all. No alcohol burn. You can see obviously the whiskey legs on the edge of the glass as it runs down. Very, very oaky in the taste. So they've really, I'm going to say they've nailed the wood and oak on this one. It's very, very oaky. But that is surprisingly smooth for a 60% cask. Now, what I'm going to do, because it's cask strength, I haven't done this with any others. I'm not pouring all this water in, but I've got a little bit of water and I just want to pour a drop in, just to See if it creates anything on the smell, whether it disrupts it and gives a bit of a smell that's different. Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, the oak has gone a lot more. I'm getting more pear than apple now, but maybe that's what I was smelling before, and I'm just calling it apples, but maybe it's pears I'm getting. Yeah, that's definitely mellowed it a bit. Right, let's go for the taste and see how it's changed. It's not impacted the taste at all. So the taste is definitely, well, actually, the taste is definitely oaky, but it feels very spicy now as well. I wasn't getting any spice before, but with the drop of water, I'm now getting a bit of spice. A lot of spice, not even a bit, a lot of spice. Wow. Yeah, it's a strange one. So obviously adding water to whiskey will change it. Adding a drop of water or not will change it. But this one, non-age statement, it is, I don't know why they call it 105. Must mean something that I didn't read up. I think there's also a 210. Yeah, it comes off very oaky, both in nose and taste. There's a bit of sweetness to it. So a fruit sweetness, whether it's apple or pears. And then it's smooth, but there is a big, big spicy note to it. And that is day 10. I shall see you tomorrow.